Good morning, Wanderers. Oh, it's been a while after my injury and stuff. Time just kind of slid away from me on so many different levels and so many different things, and now I'm suffering through the consequences of having work throw me out until I could get a doctor's thing that said I could go back to work. And of course, the whole coincidental timing of losing my regular doctor just a few days prior to them kicking me out of my job, and so having to have a new doctor review records and say, yeah, no, I can't sign off on anything until I get results from this and this and this, and then having to go through the time frames of getting all that set up and getting all that done so that I could get back to the doctor that was now gone. And it was another new doctor, but thankfully that new doctor just reviewed the stuff that had been done and said, yeah, let's get you back to work. 2 weeks without pay because my PTO got used up in the first 2 weeks that they had me out. So now I'm financially behind by half a paycheck or more. A little more than that. Pretty much one full paycheck. It was 2 weeks that was out. It was luckily broken up between two checks, but it doesn't make it any better. When you live check to check, barely, any part of that check goes missing and you're behind. That's the way it is. Anyway, I've never held back on telling you all that you're going to get the raw me. You're not getting edited. You're not getting my perfect life. You're not getting all these perfect moments and blah, 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 blah. Back up by Bass Lake, up one of the little fire roads, access roads. Not going to be wandering much. My knee is still a little bit sore from all that, from before and all that. And going back to work now, it's kind of aggravated the knee a little bit again, but I mean, it's doing good. It's fine. I can do my hikes a little bit and stuff like that, but I'm also struggling very much emotionally. I'm a wreck. And it happens when we're financially pressed so hard. We emotionally start just going nuts. Let's be honest. We just kind of go nuts. That's why drug abuse is so high. That's why all these different things, gambling. It's like, yeah, I'm struggling financially, so I'm going to go gamble so I can win more money. But, I already know that I'm going to be losing money at the gambling too, but I'm still going to do it because there's that chance. We are sold the chance by our governments, by our doctors, by each other. We're all a bunch of con artists selling the chance. I don't know, I'm struggling. I always said that I'm not doing these videos for any reason other than to just do them, and that's still true. But, you always do have that hope that something will click with somebody and it'll spread and it does the viral stuff, and goes crazy. And all of a sudden you got people saying, oh, hey, do this, do this. You always have that in the back of your head. You just do because you see it happen all the time, you know. But it does. It requires a focus. It requires, editing. It requires playing to the algorithm, which is really ironic because if you think about it, the algorithm bases itself on a collection of views, a collection of, what the majority is watching, and so then it puts that out more. Well, when you play to the algorithm, all you're doing is locking yourself into that cycle where the more you match the algorithm, the more the algorithm builds to what you're producing. And so then you end up stuck, because all the rest of us that are producing videos that a lot of us would enjoy and a lot of us would like, including some of the people that are just stuck watching all those videos that are put on their feed because of the algorithm, we don't get that opportunity because the algorithm is pumping back at the viewer, and the creators are building to the algorithm so that they can get the views and get the income. And don't get me wrong, there's people out of Big Daws, you've got, Mr. Beast, you got all these guys that have done amazing things with what they have built and the empires that they have built, and they have worked hard to build those empires. And that's awesome. But it truly does make it about pandering to the algorithm and doing those kind of videos that the algorithm supports, because that's the loop that's been stuck on this algorithm. Those of us that are trying to do stuff like unedited and things like that, there should be a way for people, and there might be. I'm YouTube stupid. Let's just be blunt and honest about that. There's probably settings somewhere where you can go in and adjust what the algorithm shows you, and the parts of the algorithm that you don't care about. But again, you have to be honest with yourself, and you watch some of those videos that are just crazy and silly. And I got hooked on Mr. Beast a lot, and Big Daws. I mean, those guys they do some amazing stuff. It's some funny stuff, and it's an interesting views. But the minute you watch some of those, the algorithm pegs you as that's what you want to see, because that's what is common with everybody. And so if you see it and you watch a couple of those, it just immediately increases the algorithm's, putting it onto your thing. Now, I've cleared my history and stuff on YouTube a few times and started fresh, and I've noticed that, then, yeah, it does show me more of this stuff, like Winzy's and, INFJ channel. She's got an amazing channel that I love. It shows me more of those because I tend to search those and watch those more. Mel Robbins, another one that is on my feed a lot, and I'm subscribed to. I subscribe to the ones that have a lot of content. I mean, I've subscribed to, I believe I'm subscribed to Mr. Beast. I'd have to check on that, but I think I am. But when you clear that history out and you start fresh, the algorithm does kind of pay attention to you a little bit and brings you a little bit more of what you are more actively searching. But it still throws that stuff out there. And of course, you're going to see one at some point where it's like, oh yeah, that looks funny, I'm going to watch that. Yeah, the ones I'm most guilty of with that now is Leon Lush. I love that couple. They're a lot of fun to watch, and I enjoy watching them. But God, I'm going to have to watch this video and hashtag all these people. I don't know. So I've started trying to do other stuff to kind of put myself out there, and I'm starting to do some wandering as far as going back to places that I have gone to eat, that I've done shopping, places where I've stayed, things that I've done, and I'm doing reviews on Google, and including a link back to my YouTube, and thinking, well, maybe that'll help some people find me and stuff too, that might enjoy these videos and things like that, based off the reviews that I give for the restaurants and all the different stuff like that. So I'm trying to do that now. So I thought it might be kind of fun to do reviews like this, where I'm doing a video review of something. So I might do a couple of those too. I haven't figured out how to do the shorts, and that's something that I would like to do for the shorts, is, like little review shorts. I think would be kind of cool. But I haven't figured out how to how to get the videos to show up as a short on when I put them on my page, when I upload them, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong there. If anybody sees this video and knows how to do that, please leave a comment. My videos are desolate deserts because there's no comments from anybody on any of them, and I don't know exactly why that is, but hopefully someday somebody will comment and start some conversations about some of these things. The life satisfaction one had 29 views, still sitting at 29, but there's no comments, and it's like, what was it about that one that got me 29 views? The rest are at 8 or 10, or less. And it's like, I want to know what that one was. Was it the thumbnail? Is that all that got the views in and stuff? Because my view time is still like 10 seconds. I don't blame people. I'm a boring talker. Excuse me, but I don't know, maybe family's watching them, but even then, I mean, I would think that if with only 8 views, and if my family that know about my channel, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 people, and if it's the family that's viewing these and not commenting, well, shame on you guys. Give me a comment, for crying out loud. I don't know. It's funny, but I'm still trying to figure out how to get this business going too, where I can drive people to their appointments and things like that. And so much that I want to be able to do for people without charging them money and whatever. And it's just, I know it can be done, but I don't want to spend my time focused on the YouTube algorithm, because that's a full-time thing. If you're doing that and you're editing the videos and you're doing all these things, that becomes your full-time. I want my full-time to be helping these people. I want my full-time to be able to be spending time with these people, with going and doing stuff for the homeless, and with, I want to be able to do those things and provide content at the same time. It's really, I know it can be done. I know there's people probably doing it. I've searched trying to kind of find something like that, and I'm not finding it, but I'm searching. Something like that is definitely against the algorithm. The algorithm is all about selfishness and the distraction of real life, not the presentation of real life. So I don't know. Just keep playing the lottery and hoping for that. Watching the videos that tell you, oh, if you just think positive about it this way, and if you do this routine in the morning and this routine at night and this routine every 10 minutes every day, and da 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 da, it works for me, it works for me, it works for me. Well, yeah, that's exactly right. It works for you, and it doesn't work for everybody. People are all individuals. We all have some purpose to our lives. We just have to find it, and then we have to embrace it and follow it. And I think this is my purpose, is to be out here to help people, but I have to be able to have the means to do that. And that's where I get lost. That's where, it's not that I don't want to do the work, it's just that I want to be able to spend my time with people, not in front of a computer screen and editing videos and chasing down algorithm leads. I don't know. Anyway, kind of a downer video. Sorry about that. My brain does wander. It wanders a lot. Trouble is, most of the time it wanders into the territory of how unworthy I am of things and stuff like that. So maybe that's what's keeping me down. Don't know, but I'm struggling this year really bad, trying to figure out how to change that struggle and how to turn that around. I know what needs to be done. I just am so hesitant to do it, and I don't know if it's fear. I don't know if it's Well, I do know a lot of it is fear, and if I do what needs to be done, my fear is that it will completely untie me, and I don't know, that I will do something absolutely stupid and rash. And not like, not anything towards my life or anything like that as far as ending it or anything like that. Just changing it in a very massively radical way. At any rate, I fear I might start chasing algorithms and content. How about that? Does that make any more sense if I change too much of my life? So I am afraid of doing it. But yeah, so there we go. There's some more raw me. So angry with my work about the whole way they handled that whole situation and everything else. Just really, it very much felt like a personal attack. So, trying to get over that too. Wanderers, enjoy a beautiful morning. It is, was it March 8th, Friday? I think it's March 8th, 7th or 8th. I think it's 8th. A beautiful Friday morning. Up here at the lake, there's still some snow up on the hills. I don't know if you can see it through the phone or not. Yeah, kind of through there. I don't know if I'm going to upload this video or not. 17 minutes of me just whining and whinging on about how pathetic I feel my life is. Not really any satisfaction in it right now, but in order to change that, you just have to change what you do. Stop being insane. Stop doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result, and do something different. That's what I gotta do. Gotta stop being insane. Alright, Wanderers. Appreciate you watching this video if you bothered to. Begging once again, leave a comment. I don't care if it's, yeah, I watched it all the way through, or yeah, I watched 10 seconds. Just leave me a freaking comment. I don't know. There's some snow through that way. You can see it a little bit. Watching the birdies down here on this tree, listening to them. They're doing some amazing singing this morning. See if I can spot him on there. Is it focusing on him? There he is. He's been hopping around on that tree all morning long. It's crazy. Cute little guy. Alright, Wanderers. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Enjoy a life. Pursue your passion. Follow this routine, follow that routine, do these things, do this, say this to yourself 16 times, just stop and smile. Every now and then, just stop yourself, whatever you're doing. Look around you and just smile. Smile inwardly, smile outwardly. If somebody sees it, all the better, but if nobody sees it, it works the same way. When you put that smile on your face, hope comes into your heart. So stop every now and then and just put that smile on. Keep your hope going. Take care, Wanderers.